Oh, true. Yeah,
I want them
watching it for most days.
Absolutely electric.
Laughs, need you in the comments. All right, folks, we're live. One person is waiting. That's gonna have to get off silent. Round 2 live show. What's going on, folks? One person watching. We're talking to no one. I think that one person's me. Dom, can you plug this in up by you? Above.
Can I figure it out?
Can Dom figure it out? I don't think he can.
Can't believe we're out of those.
You know the worst part is I forgot the second part of this charger. You don't even have to worry about it.
So I figured it out, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Almost.
What's up, Frank Ermel? Ermel.
Ermel. You ready to draft, Frank?
Oh, yeah?
We got the draft order for the fall tournament.
When's the draft supposed to be?
I think it's a week from Monday.
You grabbing a drink, Johnny?
Yeah,
Give me a serve side, please.
I got, so first overall pick, Antimarco. 2, Nick Martino.
Mm-hmm.
3 is Eddie Fausick.
Okay.
I'm 4. 5 is Mr. Ermel. 6 is Joe Juraski. 7 is the second best shortstop in the league, Pete K. And 8 is Nick DiNapoli, the second best pitcher in the league.
I like it. Ermel, who are you eyeing with that first pick? Live pod over playing blackjack. What do you think of that, Johnny?
Who said that?
Dave.
That.
Wow. Weren't running well, David?
I know who Frank's going to take. I won't say it, but I know.
Who's he taking?
We see it coming from a mile away.
He's taking... Is he going to try to take someone that's not actually playing?
I think he is.
It's impressive.
Yeah. He's going to take a babysitter first overall.
Frank, I believe it. I
It's a
believe
great pick right there.
It's Ermel, is it not? Who's Ermel?
Ermel.
Frank Ermel.
Fermel.
I don't know about that. Frank, please confirm.
The Wi-Fi is an issue. It took a while to get set up here.
And Alyssa
If we will be in and out.
talking shit about my Wi-Fi.
We will definitely be in and out.
Wow.
Live bottom.
Mike
Wow.
He's taking Mike Caputo. And when is that draft again?
Ermel. I knew it.
Oh.
Yeah, Frank, that didn't help us. We're going to argue over that.
If it was Ermel, it'd be ER-ML.
Is it 2L? If it's Ermel, it's 2 L's.
Oh, Dom, you're looking skinny.
That's from Dave. That's
a lie.
He doesn't mean that.
All
The
right.
minute the season ends, he's be like, never mind.
I'm Dave somehow. He's got to be nice to me.
There you go. Marty is correct. I'm telling you. I completely disagree, and I wish it was Ermel, but it's Ermel.
He disagrees with prejudice.
It should be Ermel. Frank Ermel hits seeds to right center. Frank Ermel comes up small in big spots.
Listen, I gave you a Pop-Tart yesterday, and you just will not leave me alone.
Now, should we talk about this last Sunday slate? Let's clean up the bases on the tournament, the Heck tournament. What day is it? It's October 14th. Is that the draft or the
Draft
tournament?
is the 14th,
Gotcha.
so Monday before.
Okay. And then the next Saturday.
And then it's the 18th is the tournament itself.
Saturday the 18th all day, Union Hill. If you can donate. I know Frank always has for a good cause for one of his business partners. So go out, get ready for that soon.
Support,
It's
yeah.
going to be up soon.
Congrats
This month's
to
almost over.
Antimarco for being the first overall pick in the draft. Back in the league by storm right away. Again, taking 1 overall.
There you go. Welcome back, AD.
He's a captain, and he got the first
Really?
pick, so he's 1-1.
Are you playing in that app?
No. I was going to. I was on the fence the entire time.
We all plan on. I plan on playing softball that Sunday, so I'd like to be rested up. But we got to get there first.
Fair.
Yeah.
That's the point.
And transition, game changers over Polzer. We took game 3 in relatively easy fashion against them. We beat them. I don't know, 9-2, 9-1, something like that. It was never very competitive.
Ever close?
It was. We each went
third, fourth inning.
It was 0-0 through 3, and then I think like Tim Farrow hit a 2-run homer on like a single to Matt Minacchio that kind of just like skip by him because it was early and wet, and then once it was like 2-0, I think maybe that was the third run of the inning. It was like 3-0 after the yeah.
Great out of him.
And then it was not close. They kind of had no life, didn't really threaten. It was kind of like the same old poser
Go
you
back
see.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
We didn't play great either. Like we only had, I think we had like 11 hits. We scored 8 runs. Like, we were incredibly efficient when we got guys on.
But not your best yet still.
No, you gotta be. I mean, we have. Like I feel like every time David gets a hit, I don't get a hit. Every time Phil Cord gets a hit, David is not on base or I made out or something. So the top of the order's not clicking, but like Justin and Jeff and Billy and Tim have been kind of carrying us offensively.
Wow, I love that.
So
Billy?
Billy, guy's impossible to get out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Way to show up, baby. Did he start eating again, I bet? He started eating again, now he's getting hits.
There you go. So yeah, we're playing well defensively though. So if we keep doing that, it'll keep us in the games. But
you guys are tough. We'll talk about your next round matchup later, but you guys are tough.
Was it a surprising result, seeing how that one ended up for you guys? Or I know Johnny was pro polls.
I thought it'd be closer. I figured I knew who would win, but I thought it'd be a better game.
I thought that game wouldn't have even been played, so
True. Fair enough.
I guess that's where I was at. So no, it didn't surprise me. I think honestly their best chance is to beat you that same day, even if it couldn't be the next game. Like if they played 3, if you told me game 3 was that same Sunday, I would say they'd have a puncher shot. But I think making them wait a whole week
and changing fields too. The field change was weird.
Yeah.
But I'm a Union Hill truther.
Union Hill truther.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you guys pick for this Sunday?
Muni.
We'll talk about that later.
Big Muni.
I'm guessing not everyone knows.
Listen,
it's on the website.
no cricket though.
No, the cricket's over there.
All right. Muni, great field.
Great field.
Great field.
We're playing. We played Bico there. We can move to that series.
Yeah. Let's do that.
What do we know about this game? Because it says on the website 10/8 at 4th Street. I heard it was chaos. Did they go into extras? What's the rundown of this?
So, watch this game. It's on Jeff Goddard's YouTube if you'd like to see. Chris Baldino, one of our favorites. Incredible RBI single in the top of the 9th. I would say like my boy Darren Saylor really had a rough last 3 innings because they came up in the bottom of the 9th. Nacho led off, he made out. Nick Toronto does exactly what you would expect Nick Toronto to do in that scenario, and that is to get onto second base.
Mm-hmm.
Gets onto second base. Darren makes out, and then Ant singles him in. Tie the game in the bottom of the 9th.
That's incredible.
Darren Saylor pinch runs for Ant Toronto at first base. Gomolka hits a shot down the left field line. No, sorry, I went backwards. Who did Darren run for? Maybe I'm right. Maybe it was Gomolka. I can't remember, but Darren gets thrown out trying to go first to third.
For no reason.
With 1 out.
Brutal.
Yeah. And that basically, with 2 outs, that ends the inning. And then they play 10, 11, 12, basically, I think 10, 11, pretty lifeless through the middle.
They went to 12 innings?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And
Why did it say that on the
Bico's
website?
team scored, I think, 2 or 3, 2 of them in the 12th, and they just did not. I just thought, can't hear Dom.
Put the
Not
mic on you.
Thing, probably, but just want to let you know.
Oh, Dom says a lot of good things, Dennis, so
Wow,
please,
Dennis.
be respectful.
My bad, folks. I would say that
Wow.
Darren gets thrown out trying to go first to third with Gomolka on deck and a chance to score from second base easily.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets hosed at third by 5 to 7 steps. He gets just absolutely hosed out, and that was really, not to say they should have been desperate there, but they could have won that game in regulation. Then they had another couple chances, guy on second base. Bico's team went very quiet till back of the top of the lineup again. Matt Hill, abysmal day, team keeps winning, and that should be the scariest thing about this team is that like you were saying, your top hasn't meshed. Matt has not had.
Bico's been struggling, he said.
Bico thinks Jeff Goddard's Nolan Ryan. He has a really, really tough time with Jeff. So, yeah, so Bico had a tough time. Evan Abramson, just absolute wagon. Just hits all the time, making every play he needs to make. Really just, and Pez pitched incredibly. The wind was blowing this ball like 4 feet. I thought Pez and Jeff pitched really great. But I think Goddard kind of let them off the hook a little bit because Matt maybe 1 for 4, 2 for 5 or something. You kind of gotta win that game, but
Is that like, would you say Goddard lost it more than Bico won it? Is that like a fair thing to say? Not to discredit Bico for winning.
Don't be mean.
I think that it's tough because the game was tied. So yeah, there's no saying that if Matt comes, because Matt led off the next inning and ripped a shot down the line for a base hit that would have definitely scored Darren from second.
You can't say that would have happened,
You
though.
can't say, it's not like blackjack where you bust and you can see the next card and you can say for sure, oh, I would have fucking gotten the deal.
Right.
So it's like, I think Goddard lost this game, though. I think they had the top coming up. They were down by 1 run in the bottom of the ninth, and I think for a top that's that good, that top 5 is so good for that team. I think you would feel like you lost the game. You got the hammer. It's not like you're going like 11, 12, 13. What you're going top of the lineup, down by 1, bottom of the ninth, game 3, gotta have it. And I think they would all agree that they lost that game there.
That's a fair way to say
that. And then
that.
Bico gave them a bunch of shots to
win
get
it again.
back.
Yeah.
And then they just finally took a decisive lead. But I would say Matt did play well. I would say Pez is just hitting the ball really well and pitching really well. He's very good in the playoff scenario, just locked in. Bico's a great manager. So we'll move that. You guys, that's the matchup you guys pull. You guys pick Muni.
I want to just clean up on Goddard before we move to previewing this series.
Sure.
This team Goddard, like all year, you've been so pro them, and them at their best was as good as any team in the league.
Yes, and them at their worst was as bad as
them going out in the fashion where they lose 12-4 and then win 8-6 and then lose 10-8 in extras to end their seasons. Kind of like they've really just covered all of the bases this year.
Net aggregate, they scored more runs and lost the series, right?
And maybe
won by 8, lost by 2, lost by 2.
Yes. So
they
it's
outscored them by 4. They just mentally.
It's so funny.
I just think the physical. If they got to play these games on paper, I think they would win it all. That's probably the.
So I feel like it's a summation of their season.
Yeah, I mean, I've been high. I'm very high on those guys on the team, the leadership from Nick and Heights and all of those things. I thought maybe in the playoffs they could just forget about what happened in the regular season, just get it all together, row together in the same way, and they just couldn't. Unfortunately, they couldn't. And now Bico moves on.
Yeah, plays us round 2.
Guys, interesting matchup because I feel like it's night versus fork basically. It's defense versus offense. It's
Night versus fork.
What's going to prevail? Are you gonna say you can't score 10 runs on us and we're gonna win every game, or are they gonna say you're gonna have to score 12 to beat us, and can you guys do it? Who's gonna impose their will in the series? I think makes it very interesting series.
Who's gonna set the tone?
And not only who sets the tone, but
who can make it their game? They're gonna try to make it a shootout, and you guys are gonna try to keep it low scoring.
And who could do
And Muni's a perfect place for either of those things to happen.
I was gonna say either one of you guys can have your way in one game. Can any of you, who gets to have their way twice? And that's the consistency part. And I think defense is at such a premium in the playoffs because people get tight, and I think one bad play, one ball into the glove, one thing that trickles out of reach, or throw over the backs, like these tiny little things.
And especially with Muni, there's a lot of room to throw it around.
Yeah. And that infield is huge,
ton of room.
Right? That infield's gigantic.
And if you miss the first baseman, that's a big problem. I know. Ball just keeps rolling. It's so far away from your first baseman. It's so far.
I mean, Baldino's an incredible shortstop, and Matt's a very good third baseman, and you have Pat and David there. Like, then you have Evan and Phil Cord.
I feel like Baldino is a good shortstop for fields that have bad hops. Because he just gets in front of everything and eats it.
He's not scared of it. Yeah.
No, not at all.
Yeah, he's got, just like Pat, very smooth hands. So he can go from here to here.
Yeah.
And just lightning speed. Baldino's impressed me. Like Dennis, you could say most impressive rookie, and you could say a lot of really great things about David, but Chris's defense has been.
He's gonna, you know what? He's one of those guys that's going to change a lot of captains' strategy in the draft. Because a lot of captains say maybe I take the power hitter early and then try. Like there'll probably be five guys.
Baldino in the third. Like you see it. Like
Yeah.
he's a 3.
But who's going to be the
Two.
one that gets him? Because the guys that don't get him will be like, now what do I do?
I would say I think I would rather have Chris than Matt, because I think Matt is like maybe a couple years away from having the swing with the clincher.
Gamolka.
Yes.
Okay.
Whereas Baldino, yes, he's probably the same couple years away, but defensively, Chris is.
He's a
in
Chris is a
one
professional.
Category defensively shortstop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe he's in the 3 category offensively, and I think at that premium position you get up
Here
instead
too.
of down.
Yeah.
Correct.
And I think that's, late 2, early 3, what's the difference? None. But yeah, you're right. Maybe I take 2 great bats, and maybe I take Chris the first
Yeah.
pick of the third if he's
Because
still
there's a couple other shortstops where that works, but he's definitely
Foster.
after the first 2 rounds, he's definitely by far the best shortstop available.
Yes.
Easily.
Agreed. All around.
Yeah, all around, but especially defensively. That's where your pitcher,
Well, I mean, Pat, I would say Chris is taller than Pat, and I'm preferential to someone a little bit taller there. But I think Pat is in his league.
Pat Farrell.
Yeah. But offensively, not very close. And that's what I'm saying. All around, after the second round, I think and that's a great asset to have in the playoffs on a big field. But you guys have those guys.
We have a bunch of them. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
over. So it's gonna be Bico, as he's so good. He's been in the league. He's a veteran, but there's not a single person in this league or any. We can ask a 10-year-old that comes to watch. You are better than him defensively.
Mhm.
So just on a myriad of attributes. So outfield strength. I wouldn't even say defense. Like infield's your weakness either. Like
When we played them at Manalapan 5 early in the year, they didn't have any Bico, they didn't have any Matt Hill, and we're coming off a doubleheader, and it was their first game. What they did in that game was they literally just singled us to death down the left field line at different increments of distance. It was impossible to play defense against. If they hit like that, that's when they're tough.
Yeah, I mean it's
Because their lineup's deep.
it's
So I think that's what it comes down to is
your defense the way
their consistent hitting versus us getting to the 10-run mark is like what it comes down to.
Yeah, and your defense, your infield's so good you can't play the ball in front of them, and your outfield's so good you can't play the ball behind you, which means all of this is gone, and all you have here is this like middle fifth of the infield. Can you be disciplined enough to hit it all the time?
Yep.
Because I've got no doubt that Matt, Rob Cord, Pez, Evan will hit balls that will get to a gap that for 17
close.
out of 18 teams would be a double that end up to be outs and they're back in the dugout. So can they stay away from that? That's a fun series. Exciting series. I think it'll go 3.
I like that.
I'm not going to say who wins or pick anything. I'm just going to say I think in my mind now where we're at, I'm going to say all of these should go 3. I think. If one of them goes 2, yeah, they could all go 2. They can go either way, but I think looking at the seeds too, in the matchups like 1, 2, 3, 5, and then it's like 10, 11, 12, 14, whatever the fuck it is. I think it's a testament to the parity in the league.
I'm excited. Should be fun. Bico. This is my little bit of a revenge game for me. Bico eliminated me in the playoffs last year.
Yep.
Right.
And they have
so
like
good, yeah.
like a couple of the same players, so a little bit of a revenge game for me.
Love it.
Yeah.
Bringing that energy.
All right. Let's see. Next game. Meyer Walman. You guys kind of handle him easily. 15-2 at Morel. Was it ever close? Was it ever?
Closest this game was
Bico also eliminated Loraca, he said. Hell yeah, Justo. In the finals. All right, sorry, go on, Don.
Yeah, no, the game was 3-0, 6-0, 8-0, 8-2, and then 11-2, whatever the hell. No, it wasn't like. It wasn't good close. We came out, held their top 3. I think it was like 3 pitches too in the first, in the top of the first. Because the way this series was, like, against us, the first game they were away, they scored runs, they won the game. Second game, we scored runs in the top of the first, we won the game. So I was kind of like, we have to get through this really meaty part of the order. And we did, then we scored 3, and then Billy Allen ended up getting hurt, who is their 2, so it's like, I know Nick gets to bat twice, but you lose a guy in the outfield, you lose a lead.
You can't lose Billy Allen from your team. Doesn't matter who hits next.
Yes.
Get Barry Bonds sitting next. You need Billy Allen in the game.
So many ways.
For so many reasons,
exactly. And that
Especially
was,
if Barry Bonds hit next.
I do.
Extra guy on base.
True.
I really would like to play the best at their best. Like, I would rather lose to a team with a full Billy Allen than tell me Billy's going to get hurt in the first inning and guarantees us a win. Not that it did, but it's sad because I like him a lot too. I don't want to see him get hurt. You know, he said, you know, he'll be fine by next season. This wasn't catastrophic.
Yeah,
but
he's kind of banged up all year,
enough
Bill.
of a hamstring. Yeah, I mean, I think Chris Curdy hit a ball that he ended up having to kind of go, like, twitch back for real quick, and then, you know, the hamstring sometimes just goes. So, I mean, great series, so well fought. We were 8-8 basically after the first 2 games, like, and our team came to hit, and we're gonna, you know, based on our second round matchup and where we have to play, we're going to need to bring those hits with us.
Yeah, for sure.
We better bring them, and in the same way. It wasn't like we weren't beating guys over their head. We were, like you said, just kind of all over the field, up the middle, the other way. We were just kind of.
I mean, the microphone's pretty close.
It's right here. You can't hear me back?
Within 80 feet.
So
the pitcher's
yeah,
pitch?
it's I'll speak a little louder.
Thursday, 2 p.m. Oh, come on, Faz.
Fast. We know you're at happy.
Come on.
And now what? We have Carol. We have Carol on Union Hill left, who had no game, and they were just kind of sitting around waiting for us. I don't see.
Nope.
Does that make? No.
Everyone
Everyone else is good. Attaboy.
It says muted.
It's muted? That would explain a lot.
That
That's
was
a problem.
100% on me,
That's a
guys.
problem.
I muted that mic.
Wow.
All right, so let's start again
Delete
from the
muted
top.
Dom. All right, welcome back to another. Welcome back to another episode of.
Wow. All right, let's just go right from the start. Yeah, we played really well. We hit really well. Now we have to play the Human Buzzsaw, Tommy Carroll and the gang, playing our favorite tunes.
Union Hill. Before we move on to this series, can I say one last thing on Walman?
Yes.
I was a Walman guy all year,
And I was not.
and you were not.
And I wrote a big check all season, and I guarantee you that they've been talking about it. We reversed Goddard, Walman.
Tip of the cap.
Yeah.
Tip of the cap. I never hated on Goddard as much as you did Walman. I loved this team during
you,
the
Beck.
preseason, and I was all in on sticking with them in the playoffs. We talked about, though, all years, like, do you want to play this team in the playoffs? Did it ever, like, did it seem like, because they didn't have the offensive output you would expect, like, were they ever fired up in any of these games? Because that was my biggest concern with them.
I will have another Arnie Dennis. No, I just don't think that from a lineup perspective, I think sometimes when you have too many guys that hit singles,
Dominican.
it's not always the best because like for them to score runs at the back of their lineup, it requires 4 guys to get a base hit to score 1 run. Their top of the lineup, way different story, right? Like Tom's team, the way I look at their lineup, they had such a low average, but the amount of bases and runs that they scored were disproportionate to a team with that average. That tells me they get a lot of bases when they get hits.
Bases, yep.
And that's a much harder lineup to mitigate because you can make 20 perfect outs, and the 7 that you don't are 7 or 8 runs.
Right.
Very efficient and very
Kind
painful.
of like us against.
Yes, exactly.
Well, Don,
9 runs on 11 hits.
You know what else is contributing to that? Which
this has been an all-year thing for us. We get all of our hits in the same inning. And then we'll go
and it's
stretches.
demoralizing.
That's-
We'll go 4 innings in a row, 1, 2, 3.
Right.
Like, dude, that when we played you guys towards the end of the year when we clinched the division, we scored in like 1 run in 7 of plus runs. In 7 of the 9 innings, we had like 13 runs. You guys scored 9 in like the 6th.
Yeah.
To completely turn the game, and you stole
That's
the energy
what we
battle,
do.
and then
That's what we do.
like held on to win by 2.
Yeah.
Like especially in the playoffs, that's a killer. That's a killer.
Carol's lineup is insane, says Dennis.
No.
Dennis, who's your least favorite hitter in it? And John is an available option.
Go ahead, Dennis. You could say.
So I think that's what it kind of comes down to is like the consistent offense. And if like you say, you guys like to score or all have your big hits in an inning, like can you sustain that against a better defense?
I think the turf is the only team. We played on the turf twice, and we scored over 10 runs twice on that field, which is absurd for us. We lost to the Pingaros team, I think, like 14-10 there. It's the only game we lost, maybe, where we scored double-digit runs.
Yes, he is.
So I would say, like, I see a lot of positive, to Dennis's point. The positives for our team on the turf is it makes our hitting a little bit better. It's a flat batter's box, able to. The downside is it makes their team better, and their team hits for more power than our team. We have a ton of speed. Turf is going to be great for that speed. Their shortstop is a bona fide shortstop that has played in this league, that understands the playoffs. Our shortstop is an outfielder that's a champion, that's one absolute dog. But if you put him on Union Hill right versus a guy like
left,
that's not his position, so it's a little bit harder for him. I think the turf makes it faster and it makes it cleaner for Pete, which I love. And he's got a hose, so he can play a little bit farther back, play true hops. I think it makes our infield better, but it makes them better hitters. It's just
I love this field for you guys.
Yeah, I get it. Team Carroll should be very afraid, and that's walking around. They've been walking around this house in Delaware with eggshells. Tom hasn't even showed up. A lot of worried people around here.
This is the series where I wish I could have skipped round 1 to watch Goddard Bico series.
Right.
If I could skip my games, I would come and watch these games because this is going to be be an intense series.
Yeah.
With a lot of the energies that are brought and everything.
Where's this guy?
Laps from the top ropes.
What the fuck? Laps, relax.
Laps, you're clearly worried. You refuse to show up on the podcast.
Yeah. No, I think for either of our teams to not be confident at this point would be disingenuous to who we are. Like,
Yep.
I know Hemp is supremely confident. I know Tom is very confident. I know Nikki's upstairs eating Chex Mix, very confident, feet on the table. We are not supposed to be here. They're supposed to be here. Like, we feel like.
Congrats on getting out of the playing game before you were ever in it.
Love that. Yeah, we fought, we've battled.
What's the next?
The
Honestly,
interesting.
congrats to you for making this the second round of the playoffs.
I wouldn't say like you, Goldfarb, or Loraca's team you've battled a lot of injury, and every team has adversity. I'm not saying that. We've battled a ton. We were fucking 3-8. Like, they've won 8 in a row, lost 6 in a row. They've been up by 10 and lost. They've been down by 9. Like, they're in a really unique position for that top team where they've been through a fuckload of adversity.
They've been through so much ups and downs.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's always a fight in the mud for a knife is what I think it's going to be, and so much fun. Like, I love their team. Like, if I can go hang out with one single, like, so many of my friends are on this team, so many people I care about, want to see do well, and they'd be so fun to beat, and they would have all my respect if they beat us. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that to me is so fucking fun. When you can go out and battle with people you care about and want to beat the shit out of them with love, and they want to beat the shit out of you with love, and then after you hug each other and you're like, that was a fucking great battle.
That was a hell of a time.
Yes, exactly. And that's what I'm here for.
I would agree with everything you just said.
And this is a great team to play that, to feel that way. And
yeah, I agree.
We're playing with house money. We're
it's funny
excited.
When we were watching the Lombardi Goldfarb game 3, it was either We played Marone or you guys.
Yeah, I
And
saw how
it's
much
like-
you guys celebrated. Yep, no, I saw.
It was all right. Do we want to get chippy and be lunatics on Sunday, or do we want to have a good, friendly, intense battle?
Yeah, and that's yes, I get you.
I'll do either one.
Right. Any way you
But-
want it.
But
You hear that, Joe? Yeah. So we.
TC sweet by a zillion. Joe Caputo sent eyeballs.
Well, we were sitting after the games on Wednesday, and a good friend of the show, Ben Kessler, under his breath, as you know, I might have had a gummy or two, might have been
Under his breath.
I might have been in another realm, and I might have been far away, but I did hear him from a clean across the yard, like it was bouncing across a frozen lake. How lucky Hemp was because they got the easiest matchup in this round.
He
Wow.
said that. He said that. Says that
And did he say congrats?
He says that every round. Yes, he does.
absolutely multiple times.
Well, I'm really happy. Congrats to you guys for playing a family-friendly series next weekend.
thank you, thank
Yeah.
you.
Congratulations.
There we go.
Congratulations.
It'll be a gentleman. We're all here together. We got a nice 4 p.m. Saturday friendship deadline.
Dom's gonna throw me balls.
Nice.
No, you're getting nothing but strikes. Better come up swinging, baby.
I think the biggest X factor in this matchup is and
You don't wanna walk
to Frank
through and get
Ermel's
the
point. Ermel's point. Ray Porzio's cousin. Do we know where he is? Is he locked up? Do we need
That-
an APB out for him?
Rumors have it.
Listen, I'm a big. Don't like you are always like, don't worry about it. I'm not a fan of doing that. But for this, where Ray Porzio's cousin is, don't worry.
I know that Tom has been traveling a lot. He's been racking up the frequent flyer miles, and I'm pretty sure that Ray Porzio's cousin has a nice trip to the Dominican right when Dennis is coming back.
Nice.
Ray Porzio's cousin will be
Alright.
going in, and
That's what you think.
listen, people in fear do outlandish things, like give someone's cousin a free flight to the Dominican Republic. I get it. And that's also fun. We're gonna talk shit with each other all weekend. Like
Are you guys full?
I heard Ray
any of you guys
Porzio's
missing anyone?
brother's coming.
full of what?
Are you guys full rostered? Are you missing anyone?
We are not.
You're not
We are-
missing anyone?
We are not. I don't believe.
Okay.
We are missing someone. So
Are you able to
unfortunately, our spark plug is batting twice again. Bruce Cotter. Doc Villar is, I believe, speaking at a neurology conference this weekend, and he won't be there. So double dose of Bruce, baby.
Bruce Cotter twice in the playoffs is terrifying.
Twice this
It's
season.
very terrifying.
That is
Especially what
horrifying.
he did to us last game.
He did it again
the
to
guy
Walman.
for those of you listening, the guy hit a triple. As he was a tying run at the plate, hits a triple, hits again because he was batting twice, and drove himself in.
In a row.
With 2 outs.
He did it to Walman. He did it to Walman too. He did it. Well, the game was much farther apart, but he tripled again and then got himself in the
What
next
is
at bat.
that?
Absolute stud. We are 15-0.
Bruce, if you remember Raul Ibanez in the 2012 ALDS,
With the Mariners.
no,
one?
with the Yankees.
Oh
He
shit.
hit the game tying home run. I think 1 or 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth, tied the game. Game goes to extras. A couple innings later, walk off home run.
The best way to
That is
describe
Bruce-
Bruce
that's
is like
That is Bruce Cotter.
all day. Bruce is like a guy in the dark trying to find a bathroom in a house he'd never been in. But as soon as he finds that toilet bowl, man, could he take a shit? And like he is deadly. You don't know
Yeah.
when it's coming. You just know it's coming. And
that's his fucking
everybody from Vince Caputo to Craig Tepper, all the way through, is just filled with fucking life. It is, it's going to be so fun. I grabbed steaks from Juan. Thank you, Juan. Appreciate you.
Oh, let's go, Juan.
I'm gonna make those tonight.
Juan's
But even when I saw him, gave him a hug, started talking shit right away. And these are my guys. I can't wait. David, this is Santagate, by the way. I'm using my alias. Oh,
Maybe I should rather hit twice in the league, Bruce Cotter.
I mean, Joe, I'm with you, baby. Bruce becomes Batman. Yeah, he goes.
My prediction for the series is that it goes. A team wins game 1, a team wins game 2, and then game 3 goes into all of the extra innings, and then it never ends. And
Would
I
be
hope all of you are
electric.
super happy.
You could just walk over and watch.
No, I
right?
hope you guys are all super happy.
Right, we just end in the top like that Pete
Yeah,
Sampras,
just like-
Andre Agassi,
We-
lights
we
go
both
out at
go on.
Wimbledon.
We both
yeah.
go on.
Yeah. We throw
That's
Loraca's
what I
team
hope-
out.
that's what I
Yeah,
hope for
love
you.
it.
That'd be great.
That'd be awesome.
Listen, that'd be great.
Congratulations
That'd be
again.
great.
Congrats.
Thank you.
How'd you guys do this weekend, John? Did you guys play?
We did not. We had a great time as a
You
team.
guys didn't play in the playoffs?
No, we had a team bonding day. Team bonding.
Uh,
Hell of a day for Team Pro Care on Sunday. Pack the cooler, watch some softball, crack some jokes, smiles. Great time.
All right, the two teams that did not play last weekend as they swept Loraca.
Well, hold on a
Marone.
second.
Okay.
The chat wants to know why Tom didn't take East Francis.
Oh.
You asking me?
Yeah?
Fuck you, Sandygate.
Listen.
Juan's my guy, Tom.
It's
Go fuck
playoff
your
time,
own.
Sandy. I can't keep keeping.
You'll have to talk to our
I have
analytics
enough to go back
department.
to.
The numbers are the numbers.
They like the splits.
The numbers are. We
He
have no
saw
idea
his
why.
dad's plan. I like, you know.
They ran the numbers and that's it. I like East Francis.
Great choice.
Guess what?
Thanks for not bringing us there.
There's also this big lefty on our team that hits pretty well with the fence.
Ray Porzio's a lefty?
No, he
He can go, yeah.
He goes without saying.
Gotcha.
He goes without saying.
Have you guys played on the turf yet?
Once we played Connie. It was the most disgusting first 7 innings of softball we've ever played. And then in the 8th inning, we had the
that's
best,
right when I showed
the
up.
best inning of our entire season and won the game. Right when Dom showed up, and guess what? Dom gonna be there
Dom
all day.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that's right.
Ooh, great question, David. Hemp, are you gonna nuke?
No, absolutely not. I am not gonna nuke. I'm a backside singles hitter.
Team Pro Care, a bunch of chirpy little birds on the little sideline until we come back and they went silent. Becker asking if you guys are soft.
Team Pro Care, a little chirpy on the side. Wait,
Becker's basically saying when you're far away, you like to talk
Becker.
shit, but when he's up close, you don't like it.
Becker, we just wanted the day off. Like, we were rooting for Team Lombardi, so we didn't have to play softball. Game 3, I didn't care. Hemp is converting his game to the backside. So, no nukes. No nukes. Sorry.
Player of the series for you guys. If you guys are gonna I'll call it run away with the series. Give me Brian Frank to stay locked in at the plate and not get lazy with the fly balls. I think that's the biggest difference maker for you guys.
Brian Frank is on. We are a top 14.
And then you guys,
I agree.
for you guys,
Respectfully.
I think it's what Juan Gallardo shows up. Like the Juan Gallardo that
Hit 600
has
for us last
energy,
year.
slaps unbelievable singles to right field and plays great defense, or
Like,
the
I'm not trying to
one
sound...
that we saw earlier in the year where he was a bit
Yes.
hesitant and going through the motions.
Yes.
That's a difference maker for me, for you guys.
I'm not trying... Like, this is such an empty statement by me. But it really does have to be everybody. There's so many guys that are... There's 2 different versions of them, including myself. Literally the entire roster besides 1 or 2 guys are either on it. Like, Tom and Jeff they're always good. Everyone else, we could either, against Seth, Seth just caught us on the wrong day. Honestly, everybody was hitting, and it's just got to come down to that again. It can't just be one. There's so many different guys.
Based on the amount of money you took from me yesterday at AC Ducey,
Yeah.
John's golf game today was
Hell of a
horrible.
day.
I'd say his karma's coming back down there sometime soon. I got to be honest. It was a brutal
It
day.
did this morning. It did
Did
this morning.
this morning. So yeah, that'll be fun.
Say it again. You did not hear that.
All right.
I was sandbagging.
Next series here, Loraca Marone. This is a very interesting series because
Electric.
some of the
fans, yeah.
off-field drama with the fans. So this series would be so much fun to have live streamed if there were microphones in the stands, sometimes in the end.
Brandon, listen.
We need
Bubba.
all of it mic'd up.
Brandon,
Wait.
just, you
For
can't,
who?
Brandon. You
Marone?
cannot cut your camera off within 7 minutes of these games
Correct.
finishing.
Correct. Thank you.
Bubby, what are you
I
doing?
was sandbagging.
Come on.
This series, you never want to play Marone in the playoffs.
No.
He always gets the boys fired up.
Yep. And Ryan just. Where's this series?
Swim club.
Swim Club.
Where Ryan
Ryan loves to nuke and swim. I mean, listen. This is going to be a good. This is can doing the right thing all the time prevail doing the wrong thing all the time. And it's like, that's how I feel. Like, it is like a smooth, polished rock versus a very jagged stone. And it's which one is going to
Correct.
win?
The erratic Marone or the sound professional Loraca.
And when I say doing things wrong, I mean like they got a guy that's 6'8" playing second base. You know what I mean? Like I don't mean like they themselves are bad
Correct.
or doing anything wrong. But Frank has
They're
drafted
a weird
a
team
team.
that plays weird softball. And
Yes.
Frank Loraca
And they're
plays,
scary as fuck.
plays,
Yes.
Like, very professional style softball.
Yes.
It's like Sandlot versus the
Yeah,
Yankees. from
exactly.
the
Yes.
70s or whatever.
And it's
year they
going
were.
to be very fascinating because I think that if Loraca wins game 1 and it's close, or if they lose game 1, I think Glenn's team has a lot of I think Glenn's team is harder to kill than most of these teams. Now, if Frank's team comes out and lays a real crooked number on them and they can't score at swim, then I can see this team kind of getting a little chippy amongst themselves. But if this thing is close throughout the day,
If Amato wins game 1, if Marone wins game 1, I could see them sweeping. But I don't think Marone's going to get swept on Sunday.
Yeah, 'cause they reset. Even
I
if
don't know
even
who's
if
going to
they
win
get
game
blown
1.
out.
Like, game 1 is a toss.
better odds for Loraca in 3 than Loraca in 2,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. What were you saying, Johnny?
Because you're saying like if Loraca hangs a crooked number on them game 1,
They win
no matter
14
what,
to
there's a
3.
reset going into game 2. Like
I know, but if they've won that game 14 or 15 to 3, and Marone's
yes, but I don't think Glenn is one of those captains that like that's the one area I'll give Glenn credit. Like he's not going to ever give up on his team. He's not gonna hang his heads and stop.
No, I don't
talking
think
and
they're
stop
gonna.
managing.
No, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think it's more of
I think it's a fresh start.
they heighten up their emotion. Like they're at such an emotional 9, and that's what makes them so hard to beat and play.
Yes,
it's
yes.
so hard to be at a 9 and play efficiently, and they do it, and they get you under your skin, and
Right.
But if they just go a little bit higher, sometimes that wagon kind of falls off a little bit.
This is what I'll say. This is how I could see Loraca sweeping. They win a really tight game 1, maybe in like extras or something, and then hang a crooked number
Yeah.
in the
top
first
of
or
the
second
first of the
inning.
next game.
of
Put
the
them
next
down,
game.
yeah.
Yeah, and then maybe
Or
those guys start
the
yelling at
opposite
each
can
other.
happen, because if Marone loses game 1, but then they win game 2 in a fair of like 5-6 run fashion, that whole team is going to be so hyped all week.
Yes.
And Loraca's going to have the confidence of the season and their players, but that's way different than giving that team energy. Because they believe it. They're starting to believe it. All of them together.
Yeah.
They're all like kind
You
of.
always should believe it. Like we play in a draft league. Everybody makes the playoffs. Like you were talking about, or I think you said it. Bico's team could be like if they're on, they could be a top 5, or they're as good as any team in the league. There's like 8 teams that you could say that about. The 5 seed was 12-10. We were 2 games over 500. The league was pretty.
But the top 3 seeds
Even.
were that all year.
The league was pretty even this year.
Yes, I agree.
Like
Yeah, the middle
And-
bottom. The playing game was
There's-
bouncing.
we
back
went
and
from the
forth
14,
throughout.
15th seed to the 8th seed in 3
right.
weeks.
There's no reason to ever stop thinking that you could win the whole thing.
I agree, but not everyone has that mentality.
I know, which is a problem.
But Glenn does.
Yes.
Glenn does, which
No
is,
matter
which you have to give him
Glenn.
credit.
If you ask Glenn right now, you could call him and be like,
I'm winning
"What
the
are-
whole thing."
If I were to bet on your team to win the series, what might odds be?" He'd be like, "We're minus money." Like,
Yeah.
That's what Glenn believes, and he.
And you
amplifies
should.
that. Yeah.
You should, and guess what? It works for him, and it works for a lot of guys that do that.
Confidence
this
is a hell of
series
a
is
drug.
The most likely to go to 3 in my eyes.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is the worst betting odds to go. to 3
Interesting.
series
Yeah.
If you put a line for all of them to go to 3.
If the back of Frank's lineup starts to get long, it hasn't been long all year. I watched the first game that they played Conti, where they won it was like a 3-2 game where Nicky hit that nuke to go up by 1. The back of their lineup did not hit very well. The top will say they didn't either, sure, but the back became very long, and they won that game. Glenn's team is not. It's not going to be 3-2 if that happens. It's going to be 11-2 if that happens.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing I see about Frank. When we played them, it was the same deal. And then the 8th, 9th inning, they woke the fuck up and they became a suffocating offense,
Yeah.
but only for 2 innings, and they almost beat us. The lights went out. So like the
There's a
I was just about to say, looking at this, Johnny, this may be the most important factor that. Can we cut everything we just talked about?
Yeah.
Marone already took their team picture. So at
I
what
know.
point does that come back to bite them?
They
Is it
took-
now?
They took
Is
that
it
picture
semis?
so long ago. Was that draft day?
honestly
That's such a
their team's
concern.
taking pictures
Kyle does it every year. They take the team photo. Dude,
like
Lombardi last
specifically Kyle.
year. I think it's his thing because Lombardi last year, after the regular season, they put up the second best regular season league's ever seen. They took a team picture at home plate of Union Hill, right? And then they went in the playoffs.
Kyle.
So I think it's a Kyle thing. Correct me if
Well,
I'm wrong.
Pollock took
somewhere out there.
a team photo with all the shorts.
But that's a little bit different because
Yeah, they were
because
trolling
they were
a little
doing
bit.
the
Yeah,
Pam thing. I
yeah.
get that. This was just a team
And
picture.
AJ's on their
I'm
team
never a
and-
fan of team pictures, so Pollock, by that terminology, was also dead, but they were dead for different reasons.
Yeah,
I don't know. That
I didn't
scares
take
me.
it. I don't
Doing
think
that
we,
just scared the
Take a boat
shit out of me.
but you know how they say don't touch the trophy. I feel like Glenn has to. Like Glenn touched the trophy, he wins it. You know what I
That's
mean?
fair,
I feel
yeah.
like if
Yeah,
Glenn
yeah, that
doesn't
could be
trust,
possible.
if Glenn doesn't touch the trophy, he loses. Like I feel like he's that guy. He's like the fucking. He's that like the evil spirit in the corner of the room your abuela warned you about. You know what I mean?
abuela.
Yeah. So I'm like, that's how I feel about Glenn. He's what That's what he becomes in the playoffs. That's a dangerous thing. And Frank's been around such a long time that I don't know if he's fazed by that and Glenn, but
No.
the rest of the team has to feel very confident, and they should. But what happens when it's a 1-1 series? It's game 3 and Glenn's up by like 6 runs. Like
Tough.
Yeah.
Everything is a Glenn thing. What does that mean, Brandon? Let me understand that a little bit more. Everything's a Glenn thing.
I think I know how Brandon means it. I will
break that down.
reinterpret it the way I think it should mean is that Glenn does such a good job of sheltering all the attention and load that everyone else just get. How much have you heard about Ryan yelling this season?
No.
No. Have you heard about any Klecko getting hurt? No. Missing any games? No. Defensive struggles? No. You haven't heard about anything. What you hear is Glenn's a fucking lunatic. He's tattooing Frank's name across his chest, and he's taking a bubble bath and sending out photos. And that's all you're consumed by. Brandon gets to be Brandon. Jeremy gets
Everyone
to be
just gets
Jeremy.
to play and have fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
No weight. And I don't know how Brandon means it. Maybe he means like Glenn.
As I thought about it, that makes a lot of sense. Yes.
That's
and
how-
that's why when we talk about this team, it's never are they
Ryan's hitting 700
It is
and-
always
yeah.
just how much impact does Glenn have mentally on the other opponent. That's all we ever talk
And that's
about.
awesome.
that's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah. It's enjoyable. It's what makes Glenn very unique in this league.
Yeah.
And very polarized.
Woody
on top.
Woodpecker, baby. I love him.
You nailed it.
Nailed it.
Hell yeah. How are you feeling, Brandon? Since you're in the chats, what are we thinking here?
Are we gonna start a 100-year? I don't know.
I would love to know where you're going.
Yeah.
Off camera.
The 100 Years' War. What are we doing?
All right, last series here. We got Goldfarb against
Bomb and
Lombardi,
Blit.
Game 3.
Yes,
Let's
yes,
talk about
yeah.
that Game 3. I think if people weren't going to play softball for the second slate of games Sunday, there was nothing that delivered more.
Yes.
Like, I was wishing for 2 things: to play softball
Yeah.
or an absolute firecracker event on Union Hill right with the
Electric.
world watching.
Incredible.
Unbelievable
The
crowd.
world.
Let's not even talk about the game. Unbelievable crowd. There were,
Weather.
I
Immaculate.
don't know, 70 people at Union Hill,
Vibes.
at
Yep.
least.
All time.
More.
Yeah.
13 of them from
People
Pro.
taking BP on the other
There were
field.
full
Yeah.
teams there.
yeah.
BP happening. There was probably 100 people there.
That was
insane.
fun. That was fun.
If
What
you,
a-
if
I
you,
love
you
that.
want to count the 20-something people on the field, I think easily 100.
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
no, I'm talking just. on the side.
That's why I wanted Lombardi to win the first game and
Yeah.
not play.
Same.
I knew it'd be a hell of a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was.
Oh, give the
And it
body a
was.
little
It was a
rest.
great time.
You know,
Seahawks blew out the Saints right after. Great day.
So from that
a
perspective,
phenomenal day.
Great.
unbelievable.
Fantastic.
I'll be honest, it was a phenomenal day.
Yeah.
The reason it was so fun, I think, also the game
Yeah.
gave us a lot of energy. And
Yes.
it was a very awesome softball game to watch
Yeah.
in terms of the game.
Especially when a 16 seed walks off a
16 to
1.
1.
Walks
yeah,
off.
So game 2 was 5-4 Lombardi. There was like Beja hit a 2-run
Game
home run
one.
like the first inning. Game
2 of the series,
yeah,
yes.
The first game on Sunday,
Yes.
game 2 of the series.
Yes.
Beja hit like a homer in like the first inning. I heard a lot of cheering super early.
Over the
from that
fence?
game.
Nah,
beat the right center.
Right center?
Beaters, yeah.
Okay.
I heard
I think
so
he
much
split 'em.
yelling early.
Amazing.
All I saw was Ramon in right center running backwards.
Yeah,
towards the ball. I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's, and then I saw Beja's hat fly off
Yeah,
around
just-
second. I was like, that's Beja.
Bro, I was sitting at your game watching the stream, which is obviously 5 to 6 seconds behind. So I'm like, all right, big pitch here. And, they're walking around. And then I hear screaming. I'm like, all right, I think I know what happens.
Yeah. And I guess,
Can't do that.
how many, was it just the people on base?
I don't know. When our game ended and we were started walking over to right, they're like, yeah, it's 4-4 in the 8th. I was like, I've heard way too much screaming.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah,
4-4
for a
in the
4-4
8th.
game.
Because a lot of them were just big third outs.
Yeah.
It'd be like
I-
second and third, 2 outs. It's like, what's going to happen here? Oh, nice play by
Yeah.
somebody.
If you ask me just based off the vibes of what I'm hearing, when I walked over there, it was going to be 8-4
Goldfarb.
Goldfarb in
Yeah.
like the 9th inning.
Yeah.
But it was 4-4 in the 7th. I was like, how is
Yeah,
that possible?
yeah.
But the game basically came down to a couple things from what I saw. Beja played a fine shortstop.
Yes.
Lombardi towards the end of game 2 and early in game 3 were just hitting the line. Beja was picking a side. Beja was picking middle or the 5-6 hole and then just line drive
Putting it there,
right
yeah.
through the other option. That was
Just
a
on
big
one,
thing that
yeah.
gave Lombardi a lot of life. Becker, I don't think had the best hitting series. Beck, correct me if I'm wrong.
Hit a
But
home
I
run.
saw
In game two- in game three,
Okay.
three.
In game 3, yeah.
Yeah.
In game 2, he was a lot of like hard line outs to Zach. Zach played a good left field and made a lot of plays. And then Doug Cohen was also impossible to get out.
Yeah.
But it was
Uns-
game 2 was insane. And then it came down to in the last inning, it was like Goldfarb's top in the 9th. Camp played a run. I think like Wellen and
Yes.
Alex maybe had a chance to ice the game in the 9th, top of the 9th.
Villani came in to run, right? He got left at third.
Yes.
Just remember him
Yeah.
running around the bases. We're like, this
And
is
then he had to
it.
hit for himself and
Yeah.
struck out. Didn't he strike out looking? Or he swung and missed and popped out or something? Do you
I don't remember that. I know Nick.
I don't think Nick struck out. Struck out in the 7th. That was a big
I
one.
don't think. Yeah, I didn't want. I think Nick was on third. Wasn't he stranded at
Something
third
like that,
base?
but they had some chances in the top of their innings in game 2 to take the lead. And then the bottom of Lombardi and bottom 9, a walk and a hit set the top up, and then they just take care
Fucking
of
Zach
business.
Schmidt walk off single.
Yeah, it was insane.
Stud.
Energy immaculate.
Immaculate.
Rolling
They come-
right into game 3.
Yeah, they wasted no time. I
Nope.
didn't even have time to go pee in the woods and
Yeah.
come back.
And
I peed in the
Lombardi
porta
came
potty.
out to a lead.
They punched him in the mouth early. This entire game was like Lombardi was up like 5-0 through 5 innings. Through this game.
Yes,
And-
at least.
And then when it turned was Goldie looked dead. We had Doug taking pictures of the fans.
Yeah.
We had guys throwing shit, yelling at one. Goldfarb looked dead. And then Noel Santiago tries stretching a double into a triple. Safe at third, gets called out.
Yep.
Horrible call.
That was
Every
terrible.
Every single
That was
person,
so bad.
Every person on the field was like freaking out. And I don't know the order of events exactly, so I could be wrong. Someone please correct me. But it was all Lombardi all early. A missed call, sparks fly. There was another missed call. Commotion. People start chirping at each other, name calling, whatever you want to call it. We're not going to get into that. We're going to sit this one out. But the game picked up energy like that at the snap of a finger of a bad call, and Lombardi and Goldfarb.
It did,
woke up.
honestly.
It was one bad call, woke him up. Goldfarb comes back out. They fucking tie the game with a Mike Villani homer over the fence, and then more punches thrown in like the
Metaphorical kind, yeah.
in like the 8th and the 9th. Goldie puts up like 6 in the 9th in a tie game. Lombardi comes back, gets the tying run up to the plate.
Yes.
And they just can't.
Yes.
They just can't keep the roll going.
Yes.
It was
Yes.
so sick.
Yes.
It was such a sick.
Mike
environment.
Villani, that home run,
was
incredible.
awesome.
Becker's home run, electric. The Mike's was more electric than
Mike
Becker's
was more electric because of the events that went on. During
but
the
also
game.
the time of the game too, right? Because it was they just tie it back up, right? And I was sitting there saying, I was like, they just need to stop. Like this series, that's all kind of proven that you don't know what's going to happen. You need to stop. You're only down 2. You down 2. You got to stop it. And it just felt like the balloon, like that scale is kind of perfect. It just feels like there was a point in the game where you think you're kind of gonna get through, and then it just all in a moment's notice, the
Changes.
scale just tipped, and then it was almost like a weird game of tug of war where you're like, you see the line and you're like, wow, we're about to pull this entire team into this pit. And then for like a moment, the rope slips and you cannot grab it back. And now you're in the pit. And like, it felt like it just happened.
Because if Noel is called safe at third, and they have a chance to go up, I think his double put them up 5-0. Maybe they were up 6 and he would have been the seventh run. But
plus,
like,
I think they're a little bit more emotionally centered through the rest of the
correct,
game.
They get amped up. Lombardi's or Goldie's even more dead, and then now we have another hit. Now they're up 7-0,
Yep.
and Lombardi's energy is still high and stuff. So like that was a huge missed call, and everyone will admit it's a missed call. I think even that Rich Hartley at third would admit it's a missed call.
Yeah, I think when you're up, I think you saw when they were up like 5-6-0, it was kind of getting. That's when I wouldn't say they lost their shit, but they started to press a little bit. Because I think at 6-0, you're still like.
This is the fifth.
Yeah, but you're still like, I don't believe them. Like, I don't believe them that they're good enough to beat us. There's half the game left. I don't believe them. But when you're looking at 7, 8, 9-0, maybe you're like, whoa, maybe I do believe them. And what was the end score?
End score ended up being 14-11, and I will say once Goldfarb woke, you always need something to spark you. I don't want to discredit what happened after that.
Yeah.
To like this one bad call, but you always need something to wake you up. And when they woke up, they were awake. They were the Goldfarb team that looked like they never left.
Yes.
And that's what makes them so dangerous, is that they could wake up and score 14 runs from like the 5th inning on.
Yeah, I mean, I think would say.
Talking about the Noel slide.
Yeah, the image of the entire sideline of 80 people with their hands on their head is freaking out. It's stuck in my head.
That's
exactly what that was.
That call was wrong.
I think just people out there trying to do their best, and it sucks to feel like that is the reason why. And I
was really, really, really grateful that Simon was there for that game. I personally feel grateful he was there.
I think that
donating his time like that.
I think, why don't you think like, I know this is and I was talking to Cole about it, like this team I thought was gettable. But I think when you survive something like this, sometimes it puts you on a run. You know what I mean? When you look back and you're like, whew.
Because you almost lost.
Like Lombardi's team feels like, shit, we had that. Yeah. We had them. We had that. And conversely, Goldfarb's team is like, whew.
Yeah, because you realize how you're like.
They had us,
yeah,
right?
It's like, whoa, wake up call.
And now you kind of get that breath out, and you're fucking kind of back. And now Cole is just getting,
From what it seems like, they're the enemies. They're taking the underdog.
They're
taking the villain role now.
I think I think they're a fair villain, though. I think they have the makeup to be it. Like, I think this is a lot like.
They're the 1 seed.
Yeah, like this is what all television and stories are all about. Is this team losing? Right, or this team winning a lot. So it's like there's like a general feeling of that goes back thousands of years, that like the Olympics, like people rooting for the underdog, like the peasants would root for the underdogs.
USA versus the USSR hockey team in the 80s.
Well, yeah, people. That's for pride.
That was political a little bit, but like skill-wise, it was literally the greatest team that's ever been assembled versus a bunch of college kids ever, and the world is behind USA hockey there.
People are saying that if Goldfarb goes all the way, it's going to be a Mickey Mouse ring. Wow, Goldfarb Kessler, that'll be the bubble ring, right?
Wow, there you go. That's a good transition.
Having to go through the Schmitz and now Tony, cakewalk.
We can transition to that, though. What a come up for Doug Cohen, being with the Schmitz and Tony last year, on
Getting them back to back to prove it wasn't his fault.
And Becker.
He's hitting like 800.
Doug's impossible. I've
Yeah.
never seen him not be safe and sound on first base after his at-bats.
Yes,
It's insane.
just jumping and all riled up.
It's crazy how he pays everyone and uses the power that he has in the league to make them not play defense.
I will say,
on them.
Right.
I will
It's
say,
impressive, Doug. I don't know how you convince people to do it, Doug.
we joke around a lot. We're very sarcastic, and I'm very responsible. Like I know, like Doug did not manipulate the schedule. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
My mere point was sometimes things feel like they're a certain way because other things feel like they're that way.
Mm-hmm. Like
And-
Doug hitting swinging bunts that roll perfectly foul.
Right, you could-
He made sure the dirt was
Yes.
proper.
Right, and
Yes.
and my whole point in sarcasm and being sardonic is that you can only make the joke that Doug paid the groundskeeper to manicure the dirt so he can get a single, because, like, this is something that's been engendered over a long time, and the joke is funny and it's sarcastic, and it's just, I don't personally mean to attack Doug with it.
He does control the weather. Too.
In general, right? Like those are all sarcastic jokes, and when I say them as this is a joke that 100 people standing there is the same joke everyone has. So whose fault is it? The person that speaks the joke out loud, or the reason why the joke is 100-person strong individual? So like that's my whole point. That's my leg I stand on. I think from like a fairness standpoint, you can feel like in that moment it was a bad call and you don't feel the best, but you have 3 games to win. Like it is
Game 3 coming down to one missed call is
Yes.
not the reason you lose
right.
the series.
But to say that 100 people do not see something in front of their face, it's never gonna fly. Like it's not real. We all get it. And if it happens again, the same 100 people watching are going to say the same things. You can't stop saying these things.
Wow.
You have to stop doing these
You
things.
can't say that.
You
I
yes.
just said it twice.
Try saying that quickly.
But my point
Can't
is,
say not saying, can't say nothing. What was it?
if 100 people are all thinking the same thing, there has credence to it, and I think people are here, like in the chat, watching, sitting at home from all different teams, all different ways, all at that field, all see what everyone saw, and have a feeling that the way that they feel. And to be punitive to someone that speaks it out loud does not fix the problem, is all I will say on that matter. And I will say that I think this is a great series coming up. I fucking think that Bomb and
To your
Blitz.
point, just on that
Yeah.
whole thing, biases exist in this league, whether intentional or unintentional.
In life, yeah,
Yes,
I agree.
Correct.
By the
This
way,
is no different. So sometimes those come into play. We can move on to the series.
Real
Bomb
quick.
and Blitz Goldfarb. Go on.
for those of you who are, asking why we're not working, you guys are on YouTube Live. You're not working either. Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure I get paid for this, right, Tom?
I mean, Bomb and Blitz now didn't have a game, right? Because they
Their
swept.
whole team was there in uni taking BP. It was so electric.
Let's not forget, they swept the 4 seed, right? The 3 seed?
4 seed, 5 seed.
No. Stock was the 3 seed. You were the 2?
You're right. Yeah, they were a 3 seed.
So they swept the 3 seed. So to think that they're gonna be nervous to play the 1 seed now, don't think so. I wouldn't if
Second round, that stuff goes away.
if you just beat the 3 seed, you got to feel good.
So that was gonna be my question. Is like, does a week off for them like kill a little bit of the momentum they have? Like, fuck yeah, we just swept this 3 seed, 1 seed next. They're kind of a
Second
week
round-
off now.
You just won a
Their-
playoff series. Second round, there's no more.
Their balls aren't as blue.
I just think this Goldfarb team is now a wagon, and regardless of how you feel about what happens Sunday, they're playing this coming Sunday. They're in the mix. I'm excited to watch the series back. I hope Doug figures out how to get the live stream for the whole games and series. Maybe you got to switch off because it's 2 games, but I want to see because Juraski's been pitching really well. This Bomb defense is sneakier than people give it credit for. Eric is a top-tier shortstop in this league, and he's quiet, and he never gets...
Beast.
He never gets... Appreciate you, Beaston. I don't think...
Do you
I don't
remember
think
what day Juraski got hurt? Was it Wednesday night, right?
it has to be 2 months ago now.
Like, versus Goddard?
It was after the Hornick, but before the Olympics.
Was it a Wednesday night versus... It was a Wednesday night versus Pings, right?
Sure.
You're looking at
We were on the other field broadcasting.
so Bomb and Bill.
I was seeing if that... Because that's when Juraski started pitching, and
Yeah.
I was wondering if that's when they became, like, a different team. It doesn't look like
Bomb
it.
and Billet plays Goldfarb, right?
Yeah.
You said something about like the wake up call. Let me tell you, there is something to almost losing a series when you're a really good team and you almost get upset and then you climb back and barely sneak out. There's definitely something to that. You see it in sports all the time. You realize, you feel what the loss. It's kind of like in a second life. You feel what losing is gonna feel like.
Yeah.
And then you barely scrape by, and you're just so much more careful
Yeah.
about not taking your foot off the gas.
And Bijou was playing
There's a lot to
shortstop,
that.
right?
Bijou was playing short.
Cole, rumor has it. Cole,
Bijou, I
violation,
didn't
but
see. I don't know if I
Cole,
saw
shortstop,
Bijou
same
make
thing.
an out at the plate, but once Cole is ready to play shortstop there,
I believe he'll be starting there Sunday if I was a betting man.
I would bet as well. He
He is,
looks
isn't
very good.
HIPAA violation, I can't say.
But I was
I'm,
saying,
But he is.
I'm a privacy officer.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's good. Yeah, Cole's playing shortstop. So.
Wow.
so that's
Until I take his legs out on this golf trip, yeah.
that was kind of that was my kind of point bringing up Eric, because I think Eric is way better than he gets credit for sometimes, because
Probably.
he doesn't have to get drafted, so he doesn't really get quote unquote scouted because he's got his own team, right? And he's just
You never think about where he'd go in an open draft.
Exactly.
If you think about it, it's
we talk about top
eight.
shortstops
high.
all the time.
Very
Yeah,
high.
Eric is a stud. And this new replacement they got, I was raving about him 2 weeks ago. I think he is. I think Clamp. Everyone talks about Clamp being a 600 hitter. I think he's exactly Clamp maybe a couple years ago. Like, he looks like he's just hitting line drives. He's gonna go 5 for 8 in the series, maybe 6 for 8. And he had really good energy. Joe's been pitching really well. Tony, is this now an exhibition, right? Is the playoffs now an exhibition? Do we get exhibition Tony? Like, does he come alive? Right, you said Brian Frank's the key for us, right? Does he make...
You think Tony's that?
Tony's the one that's going to make it go. It's going to put it together, because Richie will be Richie and Joey will be Joey, and you have...
Tony will still be Tony, and he'll still kind of like keep it light. So it's
Defensively,
never
I think-
never gets too stressed.
Yes, and I think defensively Tony will always be who you
He's a
want
good
Tony
right
to
center
be.
fielder.
Yes.
Very,
And-
good right center
yes,
fielder.
and-
One of the best right center fielders in the league.
Right.
Yeah.
And offensively, can he be a complement to Eric? And then this Goldfarb team really has to think about scoring 10, 11, 12 runs a game. Because Tony, also the valuable thing
I don't
about
think so, Brett.
I agree.
Sorry, no.
when Tony's on, he sits the ball away from Cole. He's all right field. When Tony's got his swing kind of going, he'll put it off that
Right
big
field
fence
fence.
in right
Yeah,
field.
for sure.
No one's catching it. It's not a home run. He's not trying to do it.
He can
Line
still
drive.
move to left though.
Yes.
He has that in the bag,
Yeah.
and so does Eric. Yeah.
For sure, Eric. Yeah, that is. So it's. I think this series is going to be fun. It's a team with juice. I think 2 very good pitchers against each other.
Juraski's been a good pitcher.
Yeah.
And I think that are they in the same division? No, they didn't. They didn't play towards the end of the year. All right. No, Joe. I think Joe would have pitched against Goldfarb. They lost 11-6, which is
Respectable
sounds like a
enough.
winning game,
Yeah.
but
And this
yeah,
game,
so-
this series is at what? Union Hill, right?
Right. So with the team where Goldfarb's been playing on, but Bomblet just won on Union Hill left. So how does that translate? I think you also have a bunch of champions on this Goddard team. This
Goldfarb,
team. It's like
yeah.
Bomblet, Juraski. Just they've been there. They've done it. They've done it together, right? Tony's been to a finals, and
Yeah.
he knows what it takes to win big games.
Yep.
I'm sure Joe Tracy's been around, so it's
Yeah. Really
they-
good.
I don't know. I would like to see them have some life.
Me
in
too.
This game.
My boy Steve Fry can pop a double out out of
I was
nowhere.
about to say.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if I was gonna go, but Steve Fry does have the capability of beating an outfielder at a time where you're like, we need this out.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
all of a sudden now the top's coming up soon.
Where you're like 2 outs, thank God Steve Fry is up,
Yeah,
and then
and
you're
then
like,
boom,
fuck.
boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think,
Outfielder takes first step in because it's Steve Fry. And then it goes
you
flying
know,
over his
and
head.
you got Ralph there, right? Ralph, credible energy, always loud, never letting his team get down. So, and that's who this.
Good first baseman,
I
by
keep
the way.
forgetting the new replacement, honestly.
Ralph's been Sheridan, his name.
Sheridan.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, Mike Sherrod, yeah.
He's very loud and
He's a ball
energetic
player.
too. They've got where I see the bomb blitz is very quiet and Tony very quiet. Out of nowhere, they've got 2 replacements that do their job well for their round, and now they're loud. They've got energy. That's what this team has been all season. Remember in the beginning, we're like, "What the fuck? This team is missing. They're losing close, low-scoring games."
We were all high on them pre-draft.
Their
too, like,
defense
it's a
is
good
there,
team.
man. Their
And that's
defense
what
is
usually happens.
so. Yeah, that's another. We got 4 great series. I wish there was a world where we can stack these games somehow and we can watch some and play some and all that kind of stuff. Like, because man, I mean, what a treat. If you've lost in this playoffs,
Shut up, Dennis. We can't control
That's
that.
a good roast. That's a good roast.
listen, you want nothing, you can have nothing. Otherwise, you know,
Sure.
Tom Carroll's in the back, dude. Let him be the human buzzsaw.
Anything else on any of these series? I'm really excited.
Blue collar, those are blue collar.
If
blue
you're
collar work.
if you're a fan if you're a fan watching this, if you're like Mike Plashinsky Sr., you just go to Union Hill for this Sunday morning.
Yeah, I guess, because you get 2 games, a lot of bang for your buck, and like, if you told me Sunday night all 4 series were split, I would not be shocked, honestly.
That would be wild.
It would be,
That'd
but
be wild.
would it be that shocking to you? I know it's probably not going to happen, but how shocked would you be if
If that happens and there's 4 game 3s on Sunday,
yeah,
they should force the Muni and Swim
To play at Swim?
10:30 games on left and right, and we have 8:30.
well,
games.
no, you should play both at Swim.
I like just putting everything at Union Hill. 4 game 4s or 4
You
game
can't
3s.
make them switch for you.
Bro, they did it in the first series. Let's do
I
it.
know. How do you feel about 2? Should you not feel like we should have 2 umpires? Do you think that doesn't solve
We can
the issue
barely
at
get
time?
4.
No, we
No.
can get 8. We just had 8. Why not just give those guys?
Plus, we
I
have
think-
a lot of players that aren't playing now. Some of those guys can umpire.
What about Ronnie Pacheco? Right, we've had this. What if a guy like Ronnie?
Certified ASA
Would you
umpire.
not? I would.
Brian Fazino.
I would respect if he's not.
Certified.
If he's yes,
think-
you
I think
do.
legally
I
he
think
might.
you do
Legally?
for insurance and everything else probably. I do think like I
Thank
would.
you, Dennis. Yes. All fucking game 3s should be at you. If there's 4 game 3s on Sunday, as a team that just
Yeah.
picked not to play on Union Hill left, my game should be moved to Union
Yeah,
Hill
yeah,
left.
I get it. Yeah, you're
That'd
coming.
be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be so sick if we had like that. That should be rule, and that should also. I think that also comes in. And we can get back to this umpire thing. We can circle back to this. Wednesday night game 3s after round 1, if there should be a thing. Let's circle back to that. But
We've already proven we can do the
Umpires.
doubleheaders.
umpires.
2
If you can get 2 umpires
semis.
for these
What are we,
games,
the quarters?
So what about fans, certified umpires that are in the league, picking up the games?
I think
like
if you're,
Faz, Ronnie
I think if you're
Pacheco,
in the
I think
league,
Frank.
if you're in the league, but you're no longer playing, you are no longer a part of the season, correct? So now, what's to stop Ronnie from getting paid the money that they pay? Other than taking the work away from guys, I get it. You don't want to do that, but why not? Let's do 2. Why not? Let's do 2. Is it 2 in the semis, or is it just the finals where it's 2?
Semis, I believe, is 2.
So why not just make it one more round? Like, don't you think that? Do you not think if there was an ump at second base on Sunday, it would have made a difference in the score? In the score specifically, from an objective standpoint, forget the teams. I tell you, Sunday before that game 3, we plop a second umpire at second base. Do you think the score of that game changes?
Yeah, of the Goldfarb game?
Yeah.
Yes, because
Probably.
it's as simple as I'd imagine Noel gets called safe. and there's a man on third with 2 outs, other than that run inning. Like, all it takes is a single at that point. It just takes one hit for
Yeah.
the change to score.
And if
And
you
at the very
with
least,
a really good hitter up.
at the very
With
least,
Ramon.
now the lineup just changed. Now there's an extra guy. That guy's not leading
Yeah.
off the next inning.
Right.
That could change
Right.
everything.
So,
Yes.
yes, I do think it changes.
and you also have a little bit more control in the field, right? And that's great for a million reasons. That's great. And now, why
to pay
not?
a cou-
Just
to
why
pay
not?
a little bit
I
more.
get it. We spend a lot. Like, we spend a lot of money, and I'm not counting anybody's money, but I mean,
Connor Schmidt makes a good point too, and our attitudes aren't out of shape for the rest of the game.
that's what I mean. And I think,
The Goddards, we talked about the Goddards.
Yeah,
too. Like they were very good in that.
they are
120
great. If
feedback.
they are licensed and accredited and no longer playing,
That's a big thing. I think
I say yes. And I bet you, if you ask Ronnie and you ask some of these other guys if they have a license, would they come down if they're not taking other work and do it?
And I feel like other guys, if you know that's going to be a thing and you can ump in the playoffs and help out, and obviously
Yes.
still get paid, people
Right.
might do it. Like I think Mike Klashinsky Sr. would be a great person to have go coach the field
Yes.
or ump the field.
Ump the field.
in these.
As long
series.
as long as he's got the accreditation,
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. If you have that accreditation, you're in the league and you care for the league, and I think why not have 2 umpires? It would satiate a lot of the upset stomachs, and I think it's a net positive. And I don't know. It's 3 games potentially for 4 series, so that's 12 games. I understand the significance of it. I'm not saying it's an easy ask or it's an easy do. I'm not at all. It's just an opinion that I'm floating out into
I think
the
a lot
ether.
of people would feel better if there were.
I think it
more
would.
umpires.
Yes, I think it covers up for a lot of things, and not like I don't want anyone to like misinterpret sometimes my displeasure, whether publicly or privately. It is not because I feel like there's a million things that need to get fixed. I really only feel like there's a small few things that can be improved. And I think this is a small improvement, and that would be something I just throw out into the air. And I'm happy either way. Like, I am not one, although sometimes I do kind of say what I see. I also don't show up to any field feeling like I'm at a disadvantage or something is unfair. Everyone's playing within the same confines, the same strike zone, the same environment. I'm in it, and I'm here, and I'm trying to win. And I think there are a few things that maybe can get a little bit better. Why not we try it? And if it can't be done, it can't be done. But it's something that I think would be cool.
Agreed.
Would be a cool thing to kind of implement. And I think now, I know you showed me that spreadsheet.
I wanted to talk about that.
Yeah.
So we got a rule proposal. I guess not a proposal, but just something I'll give Polzer credit. He sent me a little Excel worksheet. It was like, what if the playoffs look like this? And I think it's a very cool concept. So the way that he has it down is currently there's 8 first-round series.
Right.
Right? You limit that down to 6 first-round series.
So
what that means is the 1 and the 2 seed get a bye.
Oh.
I'm going to make an amendment to his rule. He said the bottom 4 teams missed the playoffs. I want to amend that. The bottom 2 teams straight up missed the playoffs. No playing. 13, 14, 15, 16 playing game.
Okay.
First 2 teams get the bye, so that means that there's 12 teams now going
3,
to the first
12,
round. Yeah,
4,
so you have
11.
6 first round matchups.
Yes. Okay.
3, 14, 4, 13, 5, 12, 6, 11, 7, 10, 8, 9.
Okay.
So 6 first round matchups. All of them play a doubleheader on Sunday, first round of the playoffs.
Okay.
So they play a 3-game series. They play a doubleheader.
Yep.
If there's any game 3s, they pick their fields as per normal. Nothing on Sunday morning changes.
Okay.
Okay. You have proven that you can do doubleheaders on Union Hill right
Right.
on Wednesday nights.
There's only 6 series, correct?
Correct. 6 series.
Yep.
You've proven you can do a 7:15.
It solves the field
8:30
issue.
Wednesday slate. So you have Union Hill right 7:15, Union Hill right 8:30.
Yep.
You have Union Hill left 7:15, Union Hill right 8:30.
Right.
And then now you do the same thing at Municipal because they have lights.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So all 6 teams play a 2-game series. If all 6 series go into a game 3,
You have 3
you
fields
can
for
play
double
6 game 3s
Wednesday So it never transverses
So
to the
next
following
Sunday,
Sunday.
you're always starting a new
Right.
series.
Right.
And if there's only 2 game threes, then you go 8 o'clock, Union Hill right.
Right.
Or 7:15, or Union Hill right, Union Hill left. Or you go
Right.
7:15, 8:30, Union Hill. Or if there's 3, you can adopt. You have the fields, and you've proven the concept works
Right.
to support 6 Wednesday night games if need be.
At most, right.
And
okay.
then next Sunday morning, you do the same thing.
You have-
If there's because now there's 4 series on Sunday.
Right.
You do the same thing, but now you only need 4 games at Union Hill right max.
Right.
And then the semifinals can have a game 3 Wednesday night, so you're starting the championships, and then a championship can come down to a Wednesday night game, or you push that back to Sunday night game.
Do you not feel like
So a lot of field.
do you not feel like people would feel boned if they didn't get a playoff game? Like, do you think Pollock's team and Klaczynski's team would feel boned if they were just dropped out? Gone?
No. Half these guys on these teams give up at that point. Some of those guys don't give a fuck. Some of these people are dreading being in.
Also, you have 22 games to not be in that spot.
I agree. Yes.
It makes.
I'm not saying on merit they shouldn't be.
So it makes end of season.
I'm saying on
regular
motion
season
and
games
optics.
even more important.
Yes.
Because now you're playing playoff. Now you're not like, oh shucks, we're in the playing game. We could start our run now. You got to start your run in fucking early August. You can't get bailed out by a playing game.
Yeah.
It makes the regular season games a little bit more important. Now people are playing for buys,
Yeah, that too.
and you're playing for a ticket to the second round
Yeah.
instead of just playing a playing game team.
That is a radical change that I don't think would be made anytime
it's an aggressive
soon, but
change.
I like it.
It'd be a
It's a
great
cool
change.
concept.
Because it's like, has ever in the history of Marlboro softball, 17 or 18 seed ever won it? Or
Someone
I
in
guess
the
it's
chat
what is it?
answer that.
I don't know.
That's probably something Ben would know. But he's probably looking at women tennis players or something right now. So
Female tennis players.
I don't think so, Beaston. I don't think we're ever getting ABS in the league. Good try though. I love where your head's at. No, I think it's a great idea. I think you could say that it is not even a great idea. It's fair.
And it's not impossible to implement.
There's probably maybe 5 guys between the 26 on Pollock and Klaczynski that would have been like, no, I want to keep playing.
But it is a drastic change, but like if you put it also like announce it before the season. I know we're really, really good at communicating rule changes in this league. So
But-
when we communicate this change effectively, you're like,
Fantastic.
you are only paying for 22 games. You're not, and like,
Right.
if you're one of the 2 worst teams in this league, you miss the playoffs. That's like the big change. That's the only real change. And then we're playing Wednesday night games later in the playoffs.
Dennis says, I still think you do round 1, the 8 to 16. So 8 versus 16, 9 versus
Should be
15,
single
elimination. So only 1 through 8 have to win a game. 9 through 16 have to win 2 to advance.
So like if the 1 seed beats like if Goldfarb beat Lombardi in
Once.
game 1,
It's over.
they
It's
don't
over.
have to.
Yes, they don't have to win a second one. I also like that.
That would be insane.
Do you
Seeding
feel
would be
though?
so important.
Do you feel though the Wednesday night game now? It is all good and well until late August, but now kids are in school. So, do you?
What does kids being in school have to do with people's availability? Like,
Because
not
in the
being home for
summer,
them?
yeah, but like in the summer, you don't have to help your kid with homework or deal with something that's going on with the guidance counselor,
Homework.
whatever it is. I don't have kids, but I'm sure there's
It's a good
day-to-day.
counterpoint, David. Forcing the bottom half to play one game takes away the exciting volatility. Because you can get like that Lombardi run. We would have been deprived
Yeah, but
of that
Marone would have
Lombardi
still
run.
been Pinheiro, right?
Right, but dude, such intense games 2 and 3 from.
No, I like.
Do I have to win 2 at that point? Like does the,
No.
So if I lose game 1, say.
No,
in
you
that
only have to win
situation-
1,
So I can win game 2 and the series is tied 1-1.
and you win.
No, I think it automatically
No,
should become a 2-game series.
no.
I can't win a series 1-1.
Yes,
I
you
can't
can.
move on in the playoffs.
Well, that's what they
winning a
do.
series
That's what
1-1.
basically happens
Shouldn't
in.
have to sweep them.
No. That's what he's saying. The seeding makes seeding more important. What would really would fuck Walman this year because they're the 9 seed.
I agree, Paul. So it would make it Caesars. intense. What's up? I'm sorry.
Round 1 all day Sunday, 2 games, 8 a.m. Flats game start
Well, at
Dude.
that point, why not just do 3 in a row?
at 6 o'clock. Like, you go home at 12:30, you take a nap.
Getting up again after a
Yeah.
2-game for an elimination game is tough.
That's electric. But yeah, I get it. Wednesday night, the only argument that's really, really coherent to me, but like I watch these guys playing MVP, the playoffs are Tuesday, Thursday, Monday, Thursday, like whatever the fuck. It's twice a week in the middle of the week.
Yes.
And they've got kids and whatever, and they're making it out to the fucking
Correct,
field.
correct.
So I don't think the idea of this is a like people have kids and not everyone can make it. I think if you let people know
We're a Wednesday
in
night-
December when you're starting up, this is what it is. I mean, how electric. What we really have to do, Martin, Jonathan?
Just real quick on this.
Dominic?
we have to find a way for the league to monetize those Wednesday night games a little bit better and incentivize as a whole the league to allow it and
Can we
encourage
stop
it.
calling ourselves the Sunday morning softball league? We're not.
We're
We
Wednesday
play-
night, yeah.
We play it.
We're Union
noon.
Hill,
We play
yeah.
at noon 30. We
Yeah.
play at 6 p.m. Sunday.
We're
8
a,
p.m.
we're,
Sunday.
we're a Union Hill league.
We're
is
a
what we are.
we're a Sunday and Wednesday league.
I do like the
Sunday,
idea.
all day Sunday. You can play any single point in time on Sunday. They were talking about a 3:30 game earlier this year at East Francis, and they were close.
That would've been-
Like, it's not a Sunday morning league. This is a Sunday and Wednesday league.
That is
And
true.
if you once you start calling yourselves that, then Wednesday night playoff game threes are a thing.
Yeah, Dennis, I hear you. That's why I was saying it would fuck over Walman the most this year because they're the 9 seed to our 8, I think, on a tiebreaker or technicality, and they would have beat us game 1, and then we would have beat them game 2, and it would have been done. Not knowing what happens in game 3, but I would feel fucking boned by a half a game. That's the fate. But I guess that is the.
Okay, I get it. I get what Dennis is saying. Sorry.
So yeah, so it's just that's I think a little bit tougher. I like the idea. I like what you're saying, Martin.
I think we understood what Dennis was
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
It took me a second.
But I think your idea is, I think that what Polzer sent it to you is phenomenal. And I also love the idea of like Goldfarb after they beat Lombardi. Yeah, they get to choose the field, but if, let's say they wanted to play Marone, they can pick Marone to play.
Picking your
pick my
series,
matchup.
Pick your matchups
Yes.
too.
Yes. Because I bet you if Pat Pingaro had the 5th overall choice, he would have taken
No, Marone.
he would have taken your team before he took Glenn's team, probably. No.
Picking opponents would be insane behavior. I'm here
How
for that.
fun.
That'd be electric.
How fun. It would take Alex Goldfarb 3.5 months to make a fucking selection, but we'd beat him out of it. We'd get it.
That would be cool as well.
Go back to playing with the buzzsaw.
Stop it, Lou.
Hemp better not touch my tomahawk later. Alex, it looks like you guys are going to play, I'm guessing, yeah?
We'll see, Alex.
You're right, Dennis.
We will see.
Anything like adjusting the playoff format now would make August games significantly more meaningful. And they're already pretty meaningful. Like, we had a pretty hectic August, but if the seed you're at doesn't just help like where you pick, if you're picking a field, because that's like the main advantage.
You're picking your opponent, too, now.
Picking your
And you live
opponent,
and die with
you're
your
picking
choice.
Your opponent, you're picking like.
And think about the juice,
how many
too,
Might
right?
change how many games you have to play, and if you're even in the playoffs
Yep.
or a bye. Like, it would be chaos. It would lead to more chaos and more things for Doug to ask Ben to figure out, and then.
But
Doug
it's
to get
also
yelled at for.
another decision that Ben could make incorrect.
Could overthink.
Yes. Everyone, you know what I mean? It's just another one
That
where
ego.
Ben does the right thing by the like
I'm
he's
sure
playing
you would, Alex.
like Ben is playing
Liar.
like blackjack by the book, and over time it's supposed to win you money, and Ben makes the right blackjack move and he always busts and loses his hand, and that is just another wrinkle that would be awesome.
Another variable.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about? My phone's about to die. I got 15%. So.
No, that's about it. I mean, I'm so excited for these softball games Sunday. I hope this rain stays away. I hope we get to keep playing ball. Weather is fucking nice.
Yes.
A lot of people, I'm guessing they're going to be.
tonight.
Yeah, right. And then I think most people, Muni is such a bitch to go to. That's another reason why I think Ben liked to pick it.
Ben is
no
miserable.
crowd,
He
no
likes
one's
to be
coming.
miserable, so he wants everyone to be as miserable. walking
Ben
in
wants
the
to be
field
able
as
to be a volcanic eruption without a lot of spectators. That's
I
what.
might drive my car down to Muni, so I don't have to walk.
You don't have to walk there. Yeah, I get it. All right, everyone, please record your games, film your games, stream your games. I don't care if it's YouTube, Facebook. We'll fucking find it. Let's go out and have a really nice weekend and a good Sunday at softball. And then let's fucking hit a parlay, huh?
Yeah.
Should a little one parlay for the lads and
Seahawks money line tonight, fellas.
lock of the week. Yeah, John,
Seahawks
let's do
money
your lock of the week.
Seahawks.
Seahawks money line.
Let's do your non.
What would the odds
Seahawks.
be? Carroll and 2 Seahawks money line, or Seahawks against the points.
Oh, stop it.
Say the right thing, Nicky Laps. Where are you?
Laps, do not even think about commenting.
He's on a gag order. Him and Phil are gagging on something
By the way,
up there.
the
Yeah.
camera adds 10 to 15 pounds.
So I'm looking even
How's your
skinnier.
golf game look
Just
this
keep
morning?
that in mind.
How's your
Oh,
golf
it's
game
fine,
this
it's
morning?
fine. It's fine.
How many homers you hit in golf today?
A lot of homers in golf today. A lot of homers.
Ben doubles. See, Dennis, exactly. Ben doubles on an 11, gets a 2, and then the dealer makes a 7-card 21. Yes, exact. That's literally exactly the life of Ben Kessler. And then he's got to drive Daniel back home to the place where he has to sleep that night.
Well, no. Ben. Daniel takes an extra hit. That fucks up.
Amazing. All right.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Dennis,
Thanks,
Alex,
folks.
Bowles, all you guys, we appreciate you. Faz.
I don't appreciate Faz. Stop bitching so much, Faz, for Christ's sake. Leave it with that. All right.
By the way,
Great.
again, once
Electric
again,
way to end.
Everyone that texted me, why are you not working? You're not working.
Can I leave one last point? Congrats, gentlemen.
Congrats, buddy.
Congratulations.
We made it.
Congratulations.
For having fun?
Just congratulations. Congratulations.
Congrats
to
on-
me.
For having fun.
Congrats to all you guys
Congrats.
out there.
Congrats,
Pez, Matt
dude.
Hill. Congrats. Dennis, congrats.
I just want to
Tom,
say for the
congrats.
record that I am the reigning sportsmanship man of the year.
And now you're trying to end sportsmanship once and for all.
I should be an authority on the matter. I think I would say.
You're on the board of sportsmanship.
Well, the sportsmanship board, I think, has been disbanded.
You might actually get kicked out of the league and be the first sportsman ever to no longer be allowed to play softball in the league.
Wow.
For being too nice and
Too much sportsmanship.
too nice
much
and too
sportsmanship.
friendly, and you never speak your mind.
Oh shit!
Congratulations on being basically Mother Teresa.
What can I say? Just quietly embezzling my
Really
money and
nice.
giving it to the Catholic Church.
What a guy. All right. See you, folks.